Well, we go to Argentina where there's a new sheriff in town.
What?
Javier Milei, conservative, wins the presidency. But why does it sound familiar like we've been here before? Like,
Well, we're waiting.
Bolsonaro out of Brazil. Remember him?
Everything's under control. Situation normal.
I'm Jazz Berganzo, and this.
We're all fine here now, thank you. How are you?
So what's next? A happy Monday, ladies and gentlemen. Jazz Berganzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today. Coming off the weekend, of course, we are, excuse me, we are heading to Thanksgiving. Well, did you know it was an election? No? Wow. We go to Argentina, where there is a new sheriff in town. One Javier Milei, conservative, wins the presidency. Now, from what I'm hearing, this is similar to some guy in Brazil, Bolsonaro. Yeah, remember him? He was conservative. He fought for the people. He had a nice term, 4 years, and then he lost the re-election to a socialist, convicted felon who was released just before the election. Gee, and we all know how that turned out. Hopefully, this turns out better than this. Coming from Breitbart. Populist libertarian Javier Milei wins the presidency of Argentina in a landslide. Yes, Reagan-esque. Economist Javier Milei, a cable news fixture who was elected to Argentine Congress, riding a wave of anti-socialist sentiment in 2021, was elected to the nation's presidency on Sunday. Milei would take office on December 10th. Milei campaigned as a libertarian, capitalist, anti-socialist, leading his young political movement, Liberty Advances, against the long-standing Peronist socialist establishment. As a Latin American libertarian, he also took socially conservative positions that do not align with the common understanding of mainstream libertarianism here in the U.S., such as opposing the legalization of abortion, discouraging businesses' dealings with communist countries, including one of Argentina's top trade partners, China. The candidate representing the Socialists, current Minister of Economics, Sergio Massa, announced that his supporters, before official election results had been published, that he had called Milei to concede the presidency. He saw the writing on the wall, and he was just like, "Yeah, bud, how you doing?" With 86.59% of the vote tallied at press time and published at Argentina's elections authorities, Milei received 55.95 compared to 44 for Sergio Massa. Now you would think, landslide? 10-point difference. No, my apologies, not Reagan-esque. A double-digit lead made especially notable because Massa defeated Milei in the first round of the voting of October 22nd. Yes, there are multiple layers of voting. Looks like in other countries other than ours. Except there was, that would be for my thoughts. Milei will succeed Massa's boss, current President Alberto Fernandez, under whose leadership the country has experienced an unprecedented economic crisis, fueling skyrocketing inflation, joblessness, and social anxiety. Gee, why do those sound familiar? Fernandez chose not to run for re-election and presumed candidate expected to replace him, current Vice President Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner, also chose not to run after being convicted of corruption. Gee, what a shocker there. Crimes in late 22. Courts found her both guilty of engaging in corruption and covered by the prosecutorial immunity laws, so the vice president, who has also served as both president and first lady, chose to abstain from entering the race. Wow, what the fuck? Massa delivered a speech at his campaign headquarters in which he urged supporters to wish Milei luck and work to improve the lives of Argentines collectively. I want to say this. Obviously, the results are not what we expected, Massa said. Two audible expressions of shock as the election results were not yet available. And I've communicated with Javier Milei to congratulate him and wish him luck because he is the president of the majority of Argentines chose for the next 4 years. Speaking over some jeers, Massa added, I did it convinced that the most important thing was to have Argentines with the message that coexistence, dialogue, and respect for peace before so much violence and disqualification is the best path we can take. So basically saying, I lost. I know I lost. Y'all need to pump your brakes and not do anything stupid.
quiero decirles que obviamente los resultados no son los que esperábamos.
The results are not what they thought.
Me he comunicado con Javier Milei para felicitarlo
I already spoke
y
to
para
Milei
desearle suerte porque es el presidente
because he is
que la
now the
mayoría
president
de los argentinos eligió para los próximos 4
of
años.
Argentina.
Y lo hice
I did it.
Y lo hice convencido.
Convinced
de que lo más importante
that
que
what's
le
most
tenemos que
important
dejar a los
for the
y las
country
argentinas esta noche es el mensaje
is the
de que
message
la convivencia, el diálogo y el respeto por la paz frente a tanta violencia y descalificación
respect for peace
es
for the
el
country
mejor
and also
camino que
not
podemos
choose
recorrer.
violence as a path. Alberto Fernandez posted a message on Sunday night assuring that the public he would aid Milei in organizing an orderly transition. Quote, the people expressed their will. Millions of Argentines voted and defined the destiny of the fatherhood for the next 4 years. I am a man of democracy. And I don't value anything more than popular will, Fernandez wrote. I trust as soon as tomorrow we will begin to work with Javier Milei to guarantee an orderly transition. Milei's Liberty Advances Party first entered the Argentine Congress in 21, giving Milei himself the first political experience of rising at expense of both the socialist Peronist and the unpopular center-right establishment. The Peronists lost the Argentine Congress in 21 for the first time since 83. He has years condemned politicians as parasites and referred them to the nation's career politicians as caste and live at the expense of the average Argentine citizens. Gee, again, sounds awfully familiar. And as an economist, he has focused on his public rhetoric for years on the wealth-creating power of unfettered capitalism, condemning socialism as an impoverished system that allows for parasites in politics to live lavishly while most people suffer. To combat inflation and economic collapse, Milei has promised to dollarize the country, make the U.S. dollar the official Argentine currency, interesting, and eliminate the Argentine central bank. Gee, eliminating the central bank. Wow, what a concept. Milei famously appeared on television destroying the piñata version of the Argentine central bank to celebrate his birthday.
Escúcheme, ¿qué le hicieron? No lo puedo creer. ¿Qué le hicieron a la NASA? ¿Qué le hicieron a la taza? Se ve que se cruzaron.
Ay, chico, está bajando algo. Ay, chico.
Literally, the guy looks like a game show host.
Ay, no.
No lo puedo creer. No lo
Bien,
puedo
bien,
creer.
bien.
Mire. No, dame un palo. Espere.
Sí,
Imagine us here in the States doing something like this.
El Banco
You know,
Central, el sueño de
having
Milei, lo vamos a hacer.
Milei,
DeSantis blindfolded and taking swings at a piñata that would be Biden.
Quiere cerrar,
Gee, I wonder how that would go.
Quiere cerrar el Banco Central, es un sueño, pero con tranquilidad, Milei. No
qué
sea, no.
tranquilidad. Si lo va a destrozar esto.
Hay que venderla,
Milei, quebracho.
Cuidado que va a romper.
Parece quebracho.
Pará, que va a romper todo. Pará, Javier, pará. Correte.
Y'all need to get away, man, because he takes a swing, he's going to knock somebody out.
Pará,
Chero, correte.
no, pará, acá, pará.
There it is.
Pará.
In an interview with American journalist Tucker Carlson in September, Milei reiterated his disgust with large government politics. The state does not create wealth, it only destroys it. The state cannot give anything because it doesn't produce anything. And when it wants to do so, it does so badly, Milei asserted.
We're in downtown Buenos Aires, the capital.
Y restricciones que impulsan este tipo de organismos como el Ministerio de la Mujer, lo único que hacen es crear una discriminación positiva, o sea, una affirmative action,
Affirmative action. Gee, he's
que
against
es
it.
discriminación, que además a mí me parece absolutamente ofensiva para las mujeres, porque implica tratarlas como seres inferiores, lo cual me parece verdaderamente aberrante, pero además genera comportamientos opuestos a las mujeres que terminan perjudicando a las mujeres. Pasa lo mismo de siempre. Toda acción estatal genera un daño más grande que lo que quiere corregir. Ejemplo, en Argentina quisieron corregir el problema con los alquileres. Pusieron una ley de alquileres, ahora estamos muchísimo peor.
And you can catch the full interview with Tucker Carlson on Twitter/X. So he has a myriad of issues that he ran on, campaigning on issues. He opposes the legalization of abortion. Thank God for that. He also discourages business dealings with communist countries, including China. So again, another plus. But like I said in my intro, it reminds me of Bolsonaro of Brazil. The guy came in like a hurricane, and he had an incredible 4 years. It was almost mimicking Trump's 4 years. Well, minus the disastrous COVID year, but just saying. But hopefully, from what we know of Milei, that he will change things and turn things around. But the only way to do that is to make sure that he has his own people get elected in parliament. And I don't know how their parliament works. I don't know if it's a straight election base or basically it's up to the president to elect majority rule. So we're going to see where that goes. But from everything that I've read about him, from the number of interviews, and I did see the Tucker interview with him, it's very interesting. It's he is just straight out savage when it comes to how the economy should be run. As an economist, there you go. He's got a plus. But he's going to be someone to watch, especially as we get closer to our elections just a year plus from now. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this? Please leave a comment below, like it, share it, subscribe to it, hit that notification bell so you guys never miss a thing. And we'll see you next time. Peace.